orientation. Am I upside down? Ah, shoot. Well, I'm seeing the way the chat is, and it's supposed to be, I don't know why it's that orientation at all. Is it, sideways, K-Rocks? I'm going to show you something. I hope it's not. If it is, I'm just going to have to re-upload it later. I'll do a tutorial with voiceover or something, but I want to show you something brand new that I'm going to try. And this is, well, I can't tell you how it's going to turn out because, oh shoot, hold on a minute. I think I know what's, can you hear me? Because my Siri thing is going off like crazy. Hold on. Can you hear me? Is it sideways? See, I don't know why it went on the sideways orientation because I have it landscape. Shoot. Okay, and it's not going to make any difference if I change it. Can you? Let me just see what this looks. I'm just going to pull this up on my computer and see what it looks like because if it's unable, I mean, I'll have to redo it later. I'll have to download it and then change it around. I don't know how it got on that way. I also don't know how. Okay. Yeah, it's sideways. That really stinks. Okay. Well, we'll go with it and I'll just have to do it, change it into a tutorial. I'll leave this one up, but I'll change it into a tutorial. I can change the orientation later, but I don't want to get another live going. So these are cereal bags. Now you're thinking like, what are you doing? You can fuse, okay, napkins to these bags and you can use them in junk journals and you can use them for like little envelopes in junk journals and stuff like that, okay? So I've never done it before, but I'm going to try it. And then I thought, while I was trying it, if you can fuse napkins, and I've never seen anybody do this, why can't I fuse like wrapping paper too? So I'm going to try this for the first time in front of all of you folks here, because that's what we do here. If we fail together. So you just save your cereal bags. And these are, what do they call them? Glassine bags. And then you open them up on the seam. And you want to make sure there's no residue in them. And if like you had a real like sugary cereal where there's coating, you can wash them out. But this one I don't eat. So you take, there's a shiny side and a matte side. And what you want to do is when you're fusing, you want this to be like on the shiny side. So, but we're going to take off the layers. So that's the way you do it. All right. And then what you have to do is you have to have, you know, a protective surface. I have a tabletop ironing board, and then you're going to put parchment paper on your thing and then parchment paper on top. And then you can use a little iron or a big iron. I'm going to use my mini iron. We'll see how this works. Never done this before. So let's use this napkin. So the first thing you have to do is take your layers off. You can just, that's one. Hold on. Might need a piece of tape. Sometimes to get the second layer off, it can be tricky. Usually I can start it if I just keep playing with it. But the other, and that's coffee being made, and I'm not in the bathroom or anything. What are you doing?
I was trying to block this out.
Trying to block what out?
Huh?
Trying to block what out?
I don't know. I didn't want it to be so strong over here.
What's to be? Oh, it's very strong. Okay, so see, now I've got this, and I'm just going to pull this off. Okay, now. So, with this, do I want to use this one? Hold on 1 second. Now that I said we're going to use that one, I'm like second guessing if I should use this one because on second thought, I think I'm going to use this one right here. Sorry. So at least you'll see. We're just still going to peel the layers off. Let's see. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. And I'm going to tell you something else. Save these. I used to say save these, and they're, you can use them to wipe up. But if you save these, you can also print on these a design and transfer it. So save these. I don't save them as much as I should, but I think that's because I know I always have them, but those are good. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this one right now, and we're going to do this one here, and I'm going to just cut that right across. Excuse me. Let me see here. Let's go right across here on this line. Okay. And we're going to trim it all up so it doesn't have to be perfect. But all right, now we got this. We got our bag. We want to have our glossy side in the inside. Gosh, I just choked on something. Okay, so this fits really nice because we want it to fit like that. And let's see. Let's pull it up a little more. Let's see. Let me see if we do it like that, and we'll bring this up a little more. Let's see. How's that going to be? Okay. And it's nice because if you like things with a little bit of texture or wrinkles. Now let's make sure that, I want to make sure, hold on, let me just get one more piece of parchment. I just want to make sure that my surface underneath Is protected well. That's better. Okay. All right, so let's try this, okay? Take a look at what's happening. Okay. All right. I think the smaller iron might work better because I saw some lady and she was using this big iron and she started to like freak. She's like, oh my gosh, it's bubbling up like I don't know what she said. It was doing something like crazy. The thing with the small iron, you just want to make sure that, let's see, that your whole thing is fused. Let's see. So, see if you, I've got it, let me see, it's pretty fused. We're going to cut around that. That's all fused. That's fused. Okay. So that worked out pretty well. And you can make these little, I'll show you. You actually sew them. I was trying to tell Sharon. I just want to make sure it's completely, fused. Okay, so now I'm going to just do it on the back side. Just get the heat on the back side of it. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that see if that. And if you're looking for good napkins for these projects, I have tons of napkins and I can arrange packs for you in, fall, winter, and assortment, spring, whatever. Okay. So then what happens is, okay, we're going to trim it up. But then when you trim it up, you take your sewing machine and like you just sew a zigzag across the edge. And then you can make a little envelope and you can put a little Velcro here, okay, once you trim it up. And you can put it in a journal, do you know what I mean? Or, here's the other thing. you take this and you cut it like scalloped kind of, sew it up along that, and then it can be attached to a page and be like a little side envelope, you know what I mean? All right, so let's just see. We cut this. I'm going to cut this and then I'm going to go over it again. So I'm going to complete checker with the iron. Then I'm going to sew it. And I'll do more of these tutorials and try to get them in the right orientation. I'm sorry about the wrong orientation. Okay. Let me get rid of these scraps. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to just go over it again. Uh-oh, get back on there, buddy. I turned you off by mistake. I want to get there because I don't think, I want to make sure that see? Now that's much better. I want to do that a little bit more just to make sure, because that really flattened that. Okay. Let me get the back right here. See that on the back, so you definitely have to go over on the back side. So let me go over this whole back now. Ouch, it's hot. Ow, that is hot. Okay, so I'm going to stop obsessing, and then when you go to make, if I make it into a little envelope pouch, it's going to be like folded up, and then we'll sew it with the machine and then put a little pouch on that, and that can go into a journal. You can do different kinds of envelopes, or you can even make journal covers with this, okay? Because this could be a little journal cover. For a soft-sided, sometimes people like a soft-sided one, and they like crinkly, kind of soft. And you could fill it with your little pages, signatures, and sew those in there. So that's another way to make journal covers, Because normally one way is the cereal boxes, which I keep as well, and I'm gonna do some of those, but just another way to use napkins. Now, the other thing I asked you, I said, can you fuse wrapping paper, right? I was like, can you fuse wrapping paper? Can you? What do you think? We should try it? What's it gonna hurt, right? That Toll House lady, we never would have Toll House cookies if she didn't do that, right? Absolutely. So because this one is already separated, let's use this one. Okay. All right, so let me cut this. All right. Where's the scissor now? This is why when I wrap presents, I lose everything. Where did I put the scissor? Do you see what I mean? It's probably looking, you guys are probably, it's right there. There it is. Okay, so let's. Guess it would have helped if I cut my paper evenly, right? I'm trying to see if we're going to be able to, if I should just get another piece here, because if I don't do that the right way, it may be an issue. I wish it had those little lines, but it doesn't. So, and I should have brought my paper cutter, but let's see if I'll just fold it. Let's see, try to get a better line. Okay. That's still not even because that end is up. I'm really making a mess of this. I'll tell you the truth. I hate trying. All right, that's as good as we're gonna get it now. That's probably gonna be too big, but who cares right now? We're just trying to see if this will even work. Take this. This is the shiny side. That. All right, so let's cut this. Now, right about here. This is the shining side. All right, so let's see. How this one will work, okay? You can put in the chat if you think this is going to work or it's not going to work. Feel free to, I like to try new things. I've never seen anyone do this with wrapping paper. So let's take a look if this will work. Okay, slide this a little bit there. That's good. Okay. Here we go. Fire, no. Can you imagine that if it just burst into flames? Okay. And you would think like this is like wax leaves or something, but this is, remember when you used to do wax leaves? I used to do wax leaves all the time as a kid. Put them in the wax paper. I don't even think it thought which side it was on. We used to go in and iron them. So what do you think about the wrapping paper? I'm not done with it, but the wrapping paper works really nice too, right? That would make a nice journal cover. Hey, Frilly Farmhouse, thank you for becoming a Deputy Rambler. That would look really nice. Bucky has got to show me a little bit more about journaling. Putting them together, because I have a lot of pieces. I have to work on signature pages now. I have like my gel prints, and I just have to put a bunch of it together. Okay. How? That's hot. That is really hot. Really, really hot. Drop it like it's hot. I think I would make up a bunch of them and then sew them all at the same time, Uh-oh. So what do you guys think? What do you think? Oh, I didn't get my PayPal request. I'm so bad. K-Rocks, don't be angry with me, please. I'm a little behind. I'm a little behind. I'll get it to you. I promise. I promise. I have your stuff. I won't resell it or anything. I just, you have to be a little patient with me. I'm going to try to get to them today, okay? But I have to take a bike ride. It's a beautiful day. I'll try. I'm going to get it to it, please. So sorry, K-Rocks. Okay. There we go. Now, let's see. So Frilly says, I wonder how it would work on fabric. Yeah, that's another one to try, right? Fabric? We should try fabric. Let me see if I have a piece of, let me see what I have around for fabric, okay? Oh, but that's nice, right? Look at that. That's nice. And I like the crinkly business, but I want to just get that bit there. I like the crinkly business for, I don't know, I like the textures for journals, junk journals especially, like to put envelopes in them. Okay. I really like that. Let me see. Let me see what I have for a piece of fabric we can try. Uh-oh, I'm doing 2 layers. I shouldn't be doing that. Okay. What? So I like the wrapping paper, so we can do wrapping paper. So let's see, where's our napkin? We've got wrapping paper. Where did I put our napkin? You see, this is my problem, okay? I can lose things sitting right in front of me. This is why wrapping is like such an ordeal for me. Here it is. So here's the napkin. Now this happens to be a muted napkin anyway, but look, this is a muted napkin. It's supposed to look like watercolor. And there's that. There's that, and there's that. Let me see if I can rustle up a piece of fabric. We can try that. I have some fabrics here, but these I'm going to use for something I need. Let me go. I have lots of fabrics in the room. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And you could make also shapes, like I said, that you put on the side of a page. So I have some fabric here. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Now everybody will be emptying all their cereal, putting it into like Tupperware. I need to try something. And I don't know, I didn't even know about this project. I just started for some bizarre reason because I was saving the cereal boxes. I thought there's probably something I can do with the cereal bags, probably. Okay. Now, let me figure out how we're going to do this. Okay. So if we do it this way, we're only going to need a little bit. Little envelope. So, all right, let me cut off this part right here. And at least we have a kind of a line here. I always get nervous if Sharon is watching me. I got a quilt set thing to make. She'll be like, no, no. I always tell her, it's okay, Sharon, I'll make it work. I know I don't have my fabric scissors, but we're just doing a little experiment. We'll be fine. Okay. So then we just need it to go. So we'll cut it like. Cut it like right here. And like for these things, I think it even looks better if they're a little imperfect, if it's a junk journal. Okay, so we've got that now. Plus we don't even know how this is going to work, right? It's just an experiment. We're just experimenting on a Sunday. All right. So we'll put it like that. Well, let's see what happens. It's not bursting into flames. So far, so good. That's nice. Billy, thank you for suggesting that. I've been thinking about getting a knitting machine this morning. Don't even tell me. I was up so early this morning. I had like 4 hours of sleep, and I was like, I'm up. Around 7:30, passed out. And I'm like, hey, what about, a knitting machine? I've been looking at some of those, but I don't know. Okay, so let's go over the back side. Now I wonder about, what about cardstock? What other kinds of things could you put in here? Ribbon? What about ribbon? To make like little bookmarks, page markers for your junk journals. Oh, the possibilities are endless, right? Everybody save your cereal bags. It's so hot. See, what I don't like about this is this crease right here. Sometimes I can't get flat, so I have to bring it down here and get it to be laid completely flat. Okay. Oh, look what I just did. I'm lucky I didn't destroy that, because I almost went on that without the parchment paper. That would not have been good. Not at all. I was very lucky. God was really with me. That would be bad. Okay. So let's let it cool down just a little bit. It's hot. I've got to see on the back. See, it's a little bit, it's not totally adhered down. So let's go over the back. Much better. Okay. And then let me cut that excess over there off. So I wonder if you took this and you fused like a piece of ribbon, in there. I wonder. Okay. I'm going to go over the edges. And remember, we're going to sew them. So okay. So there's your fabric piece. That would make a nice little cover to a soft-sided cover. Or if you were going to do a little envelope pouch. And of course we would trim that. Once we sew that, you could do it like that. And then put a little Velcro, or it could even be one of those little ones that have that like elasticy thingy. And you could have like maybe your little things in there, like maybe what Bucky makes. She makes those artist trading cards, ATCs. See, I'm learning the lingo. Maybe you could keep some in there or whatever. Or little signature. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's hard for me to see because, hi, Pipple. You guys are on the wrong angle. But I think it's, let's see what we'd made today. That was our fabric. This is our napkin. And this is our wrapping paper. Let me just trim this up. And this is our wrapping paper. So wrapping paper, napkin, fabric. Well, I think this is pretty cool. I'm gonna get a bunch together done and then start sewing them, but I think so. Hope that was fun, and I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good day. I'll check in with you guys later. Thanks for coming along with me, and thanks for the suggestions. Bye, everybody. Love you. God bless.